Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. We are on, what is this, episode number 5, number 6? I think it's number 5. In the A to Z series, we are on Amaterasu, and so far, games have gone quite well. The series has been an absolute success. I've really enjoyed it, so thank you guys so much for all the support. And we're going to just see if we can continue it. You know, this is a character that I think is no surprise to be one of, if not our best characters. So I'm hoping that if we're gonna, win on anything, it would be Ama. We're against a Surtur, which isn't the easiest lane in the world, but one that, obviously we're gonna do our best to win and see what happens. It's been a while since I've played Ama in this game, so I'm gonna not miss the dashes being pretty bad, but besides that, should be pretty fun. Right now, we just want to focus on clearing. We're going to take a lot of poke for that. You know, Amaterasu is a character that obviously is very strong, but takes a little bit to scale, so don't be shocked if our first few levels is a little bit awkward feeling. We did get the wave clear advantage, which is really all I wanted. I'm going to throw a 2 off here, dash away. And even though he is stronger than us right now, we have a clear advantage, which is really all I wanted. We're going to be able to get a free totem off of this, despite, taking obviously a lot of damage. Now we just back up. Juke out the throw. Yeah, so the laning phase is a little bit scary to start, but nothing we can't weather. The biggest thing that you want to kind of try to do on this character is just preserve your health bar the best you can while still getting gold. That's really important. As long as you can do that, you should be okay. We're going to just sneak over to this and do this camp really quick. We have better secure than he does. Again, just kind of walking around. We'll make sure we get back to the wave, and this gives us an XP advantage despite, kind of losing the actual pressure of the lane. If he does silver right now, which he will, we still have an XP advantage. So yeah, a lot of abuse, a lot of damage taken, but ultimately an XP lead while still preserving a lot of gold. So yeah, that's the idea. Not really playing for fighting, more so just farming until we're a bit stronger, which generally I would say that kind of stronger point comes in getting your tier 2 Frostbound at the very least, but definitely once you get your full Frostbound, that's definitely when you're like good enough to actually consistently fight. Anything earlier than that can just be a little bit dodgy, but here perfectly we're at a point where we've got enough for a tier 2 item, not quite enough for a chalice, but I can kind of just sit in tower, or base, excuse me, and just wait. And yeah, good spot. So generally price points, if we can get to our tier 2 of our item and a chalice, we're going to be super happy, especially on a kind of late game character, right? Because we're absolutely just playing a scale here. We have the stronger build, but it doesn't necessarily mean stronger fight, as you can still see. And so we're going to have to back up a bit. Probably shouldn't have given him that fight, but again, it's all good. Yeah, definitely shouldn't have given him that fight. That fight wasn't great for us. It's like a bit more damage than I bargained for. Still fine, though. Let's see if we can get this blue buff here. Looks like we do. And smooth sailing so far. Relatively, of course. Surtur's one of the better picks in Amaterasu, but again, as it is with this character, as long as you don't get beat up super hard early game, you should be, like, totally fine. We're going to get our 2 off here, secure the camp, dash away. Again, just have to kind of continue to play safe for a little bit more. We're going to ult here, force his ult, and then just back up. Good stuff for us. Taking that trade is totally fine. We'll probably lose Totem in a little bit more. Fenrir is actually here, so you might just finish him off. Good job. But yeah, generally speaking, like, we're just trying to kind of survive right now, and we've done a good job of that. Trading ults is fine, as I'm still going to be getting the XP. It doesn't really mean too much for me either way. And the moment we get that actual Frostbound finish, we should be good to kind of roll in this lane. Looks like Surtur, okay, he is actually TPing. First he wasn't, so it was a bit weird. Should be able to get this really quick. And we can just get one more wave here and reset. We'll have enough for Frostbound as well, which is going to be great. A little bit close on the margins there, but, ultimately, we knew we were pretty safe. They've got a Chalk jungle, which is a little interesting. I think generally speaking for Amaterasu, your matchups that you want to avoid are just ones that have a lot of hard CC. So Surtur is, again, not the best for us, but it's one that's okay because he's pushing the wave here. I can stay. If he's not pushing, we just reset. But just ones with hard CC. So Surtur's good, Shiva's really good. Those are kind of like your best matchups. Sun Wukong's definitely okay. Ones like that. But again, the idea is that, like, eventually we are just strong enough that none of this really matters all too much. We've got a slight XP lead, nothing crazy, because we didn't get the assist or anything on that actual Surtur kill, and he didn't lose too much farm either. But again, like, as long as we're even-ish, which right now we're literally dead even, we're very happy. So this is like definitely a spot that we're good in. And hopefully this guy didn't actually rage, because that'd be really annoying. Okay, he didn't. Good. We'll be able to just kind of like fight him now. So yeah, just had to get to Frostbound. That's literally it. You're going to be a little bit weaker than most characters until you get Frostbound, and now we are ready to fight. Clear this neutral camp out. We're going to push our wave, go get our blue. And then, okay, it looks like Fenrir is actually looking for a bit of an invade, so I can kind of posture with him. If he gets this, great. If not, no worries. Does end up actually getting it, so good job by him. We can just back up here. No need to pick up the actual buff. And we just back up. We're all good. They're going to run at this camp here, so we'll just try to finish this off in time. We do get it, just barely. So both buffs secured. They might look for this neutral camp here, but we're going to actually run at this Surtur, because again, we have Frostbound, so we're really strong right now. He's got next to no mana, so we're just going to dash on him, slow him, start running him down here. I want to force his ult here, but he's probably just dead. He is just dead. Yeah. So he had to ult right away, and he didn't. So the moment he didn't ult right away, we were able to just auto him down with our 2 and kill him. Right now, we have a obviously lost wave. He's got no teleport. I can pick this up, and I'm just going to walk away from the wave, do silver, do totem, and make sure to stay away from the wave again, because we don't want our zapper to be hitting the wave. Throw our 2 out on totem, and this whole wave's going to go down. We still have Frostbound. We still have ultimate. The moment this Surtur walks up, we're just going to full commit on him and force his ult. And if he doesn't ult in time, like he didn't right there, he's just going to die again. So we put him in this trap, and just that quickly, you know, from being in a scaling lane, we didn't lose any neutrals really. Or the ones we did, we at least traded out. And the lane's over. So just about kind of identifying your price point, identifying, you know, when you're going to be strong. And life's good. Again, he's forced to walk up. Dash auto. Ult him now. He's going to ult. And he is just in such a bad spot, because we still have TP, mind you, and he might have it soon, but the problem is he already reset, so we can pop our 2 here, dash on him. Do probably die here, yeah. Weird rotation from the areas, but still not a bad death. I mean, we were able to get the kill, and we have TP up, so we'll be able to just TP back. Nua also, you know, contributed, but that's definitely a fine death for us. Because this guy is kind of like just going to be fighting us, I'm actually going to rush the kin size tier 2 right now and then go into Berserkers. This just gives us a little bit more damage, which, again, in a lane that I'm going to be largely 1v1ing in, I'd rather just have the damage early and we'll go Berserkers after. I'm not super worried about getting like camped this game, because they're already kind of showing where they're playing off of, and as you see with this extra damage plus the totem, it's quite good for us. As long as we're ahead, which we are. I would never do this if I'm behind or something, but again, that's not the case in this lane. We're going to run at his blue right now, which he obviously is not going to be able to cover. Chalk could, in theory, come over here, and he actually is, but we just should be able to out-secure him here. Oh, wow, we can't. Crazy, that did 450? I'm shocked by that. It's all good, though. We're fine. Maybe. That was a little weird. Yeah, we're still okay. You get this guy? Nice job. Alright, Chalk kind of super committed on us. I'm surprised he did that much damage. Either way, though, we still survived, and Surtur ended up dying. We were never dead there. It was just more so like, you know, I went for an invade. It didn't work. It's all good. Push the wave here. Go to our silver. Go get that. Go get our blue as well, which Fenrir is just doing right now, and that's cool. And lead-wise, we are up, despite kind of like, I don't want to say shaky start, but maybe not the smoothest start. We're up 1k in 3 levels, so I would say it's pretty okay. And that's the funny thing. Like, I can like notice that this didn't go as well, but like I've said with literally every game, and this is just like a consistent thing within MOBAs, as long as you're farming good, you can like play the lane a little bad, or things can just not go as well as you wanted it to, or, you know, maybe you were playing to get an invade and it just doesn't really materialize, and it's still like totally fine, right? You just kind of have to put yourself in the spots. Just switch to our red stance, and he is just dead. Using our ult is like lowering our DPS, obviously. Oh wow, she hit me. We should be fine here. Gonna ult now to immune his ult. Get a stun off on him. We're gonna switch back to our 2, slow with Frostbound, detonate, and he's gone. So we hold our ult. Using our ult obviously is gonna lower your DPS, but the immunity is really useful. The maneuverability is really useful as well. So sometimes we might use it on the Surtur, even if auto attacks are more efficient, just so we like avoid getting stunned or something like that. Those kind of ideas work, but generally speaking, you know, we should be pretty safe. We're going to go get the silver here. We have enough for kin size already if we need it. I'm kind of okay with just sticking on this tier 2 and then going berserkers now. Again, this kind of like idea to lean into damage a little bit has definitely worked. So I'm totally cool with just like continuing that or pivoting a little bit away and going more for the defense. Because to some degree, obviously, we're going to need some protections just to, you know, exist and frontline. See Ares here, we're just going to run. I was kind of looking, because, like, knowing how these fights have been going, there's not, like, a huge reason for him to just, like, face tank fight me, so chances were something was happening, and we just sniffed it out holding our dash right there. Chalk's here, Surtur's here, they're all kind of around. I'm going to look for this guy, did catch our dash, that was a good play by him. We're fine, though, here, we just play a little bit safe. We can still fight, though, absolutely. We get an ult off here. Surtur ult first, Chalk ult first, we get a stun, switch back. We're going to play a little bit safe. I don't want to get one shot here. Oh, but I can still get aggro. Oh, he has ult still? Oh, I'm cooked. Oh, great Jing tank. I might be dead, though, anyways. Yeah, good play by them. Oh my, the show was perfect. Wait, this guy's the GOAT. That was sick. Dude, this guy's the best. Oh my gosh, I played that not well. I thought Ares ulted for sure that fight. So, good play by the Ares to hold like that long. That's really patient and really smart by him, but the Jing Chen just played that perfectly. Really, really well done by him. For the second relic, by the way, of course, you always go beads on Ama. There's no reason to ever not go beads, so that will be what we go second, so we don't have to, you know, worry about something like that happening again, but just really well played. Again, it's a greedy play, it's an aggressive play to play so aggressive when we have so much gold in the coffers, but our XP advantage just kind of like triumphs fall, so it still was an okay play to make, but again, great hold by the Ares there. That was really good. Hell yeah, dude. We can just finish this skin size now. I may as well. They're starting to like lean a little bit into health and stuff. It looks like the Surtur's going into a mid guard. That's totally fine. I want to try to get a kill on him while his ultimate's down right now. That was obvious. I shouldn't have done that. I think we still kill him here. Yeah, he's just dead. XP leads go crazy, don't they? Oh, his ult's up. Too bad. If I beads the stun and just walked at him, I would have just killed him, but he is not respecting our damage at all. Alright, that works too. Great. Yeah, not sure we walked back in. Full DSI, knew I might have ult. Doesn't matter though. We're healing and we're good. Not surprised to see a stompy game on this character, right? But our team is playing very well. You know, in a lot of our games so far, we've had pretty rough teams sometimes, you know, or at least teammates, but not in this one. Everything's kind of clicking, which is always great. Get this tier 1 tower. We can start to back up now a little bit. I'm worried they might surrender, and I don't want to have that. Because if this is a surrender, I'll probably just, you know, have to redo it. I will post surrenders if they're like past a certain threshold of time, but I'm not going to post 15-minute videos. That'd be lame. We'll back up here, go do this Meteor camp. He does have the mid guard now. So a big question that people ask is, like, obviously you've got a lot of solo kill potential on this character. Huge lead right now. But just in general, if you have a big lead like this, what do you do? Do you continue to look for solo kills and just farm out the lane, or do you rotate? And the answer is that, like, you really should. It depends on the character, right? So on a character like Ama, our farming is so good. So you want to continue to farm really well. If you're on a character like Sobek and you have a fat lead, maybe rotating more is the balance, right? Because your farm speed is not that quick. So you have to identify, like, how fast is your farm speed on the character you're playing, and that's going to facilitate a lot of what you decide to do. But like on a character like this, where we have the farm speed and we have the rotational ability and whatnot, you're at an impasse because you can do both well, and that's what makes this character so good. I always say, generally speaking, don't rotate unless you have a good reason to do so, but you can force anything you want to at whatever point. So what that essentially will translate to is we're going to prioritize playing our farm, try to get to our power spikes, which in this case would be level 20 for a starter item. And if there's an easy rotation to make because we proxy a wave or something like that, go for it. I'm not worried about freezing and stuff. The tier 1 tower is gone and we have a lead. I don't care about getting this guy more behind. I'm caring about getting more ahead. So fighting him is not a big priority. It's really just about like just trying to hit level 20. And if that means, you know, out clearing him and rotating, great. If that means out clearing him, resetting, coming back, doing the silver and doing his blue, which is what we're going to look to do, also fine. As long as you just like have like a clear identity on like what you want to look for, it's not a big deal. Because if I rotate over mid and I get a kill and I get myself a little bit more ahead, it's not too much different than just clearing these out. Obviously getting a kill like has more upside, realistically, but it also has more downside and more risk, and I have to facilitate teammates to fight. They might not always be good to fight because they want to back, stuff like that. Obviously, me being ahead should like cover that, but the point still stands that you're literally never going to lose anything by just consistently invading stuff, forcing people over, or just building an independent lead, and then just translating that when you're like too fed that there's like literally no hope to fight to be fought against. Like we can take these little fights right now because we lose next to nothing for it, and force the free ult out of the way. Now we invade the blue because this is the whole reason we walked up here. And like I said, you know, if you're running the map and getting invades off, chances are people just come to you. So I'd rather people come to me than I have to walk to people. Because I'm still just going to be farming if I do this, you know what I mean? Level 18 now. We'll walk back over. Beads secured. And by the way, like a question people have is like, well, what if the Surtur just starts rotating right now? We've gotten enough of a lead that if Surtur rotates, it's going to be terrible, but we have the ability, especially on this character, to just split push and get Phoenixes or tier 2s or whatever it might be. Good Aegis by him. That's fine. Walk back here. Get the slow on Surtur. He's alive, that's fine, we just back up. Good job. I can dash on this guy and at least get some poke on him. I never kill him here, but... no worries. Alright. For the rest of this build, last item here, you can just go defense or damage. Because we're fed, we can go damage really easily. I kind of say, like, look at the amount of CC they have. They have a lot of CC with a Nuwa, Hoi, 2 stuns on backliners. That's, like, not super common. And they have Chalk slows and Surtur slows and Ares chains. Like, they have a lot of CC on their draft, especially in unconventional places, being their backline. So in a game like this, I would always go Spirit Robe. You want to go defense when they have high CC, and you want to go damage if you have a lead and you think you're like not worried about it. It's still okay for me to go damage, but it just limits my playstyle. So if I go defense here, like I can team fight, I can split push, I can kind of do everything, right? Because I'm built to be situated for 5v5 group fights or 1v1s or whatever it might be. If I decide to build damage for my last item here, I'm like locking in a 1v1 playstyle, which definitely works on this character, but it might not always be what you want to do in a game, right? So like, for example, can I 1v1 this Chalk easily? 100%, because I'm fed. But as this game progresses, is it an easy kill on the Chalk? Not really, right? Just because he's got so much self-peel with the slows that I can burn him down, I can force his ultimate, but at the expense of actually soloing him and getting a Phoenix, probably pretty unlikely. Unless I'm like astoundingly ahead, which right now we are. So generally speaking, you know, you just kind of like identify that. Can I solo their jungler? If so, maybe I build damage, try to just one-shot him on a split in mid, and if not, just build defense and just play the game as normal. No reason to like complicate things and try to do weird 1v1ing strats. They're definitely not bad or anything, but it just, you know, again, look at the situation on the map. This game, there's no reason to risk also our life and our lead by just inting because we don't have enough defense, so... Spirit Robe is good here. If I said, like, man, I'm worried about Hoi building crit later, which I'm not, but if I was, I could go Spectral or something. Breastplate's great for cooldown. Any of these options are fine. We're going to continue just leashing this. These guys can fight. I'm totally fine to just solo this at this point, so... doesn't matter. They can literally play a 4-man zone as long as they poke fire out and we just finish it. Like totally a viable thing. A lot of the times we'll see ADCs do this, when they have Death's Embrace after fire gets poked out a little bit, and that also totally works. It's not like the most common thing you'll see in ranked, but we just saw an opportunity, so picking it up is good. Again, this team is playing very well. I'm very like pleasantly surprised with them, so good job, guys. This guy Hoyults, we can dive a little bit here, but we don't have to do too much. Let's go for the objectives first. We can silence this guy and slow him. Phoenix secured. We can start to like path a little bit safer and go mid. I'm gonna help this guy a bit because he's kind of going a little crazy. We do get stuns here. I'm gonna just go on this chalk. Silence him here. Finish him off. We didn't want him to get a slow because then he's gonna create some separation. 2 people are up and we are split. I'm gonna just get this mid wave. I don't think we end here. Alright, nice job. We don't have a mid wave for like a year, but we can probably just backdoor it. Yeah. Mid Phoenix here is like, it's doable, honestly. Yeah, I think we can do it. Because we have raw healing, this is like super doable. And we have pick still. I kind of need Jing to walk in first, but I'll walk in, I guess. The reason why I want Jing to walk in is like, I'm more likely than him going to go for an engage at this point. Because he doesn't have ult, or he does have ult, I lied. But I have more damage. Okay, they surrendered. I'm going to say that that game was basically over. We had 2 Phoenixes down. Right there, we just reset. And then end the game. That game would have been over in 2 minutes, literally. So I think we can post that. We still did what we needed to do. We built the build and split the lobby. So simple, quick, easy game. I know it's a little bit lame that it was a surrender, but I think, you know, for the purpose of the A to Z series and that Ama's already our most videoed character on the YouTube channel, we did the farming thing. We got to almost 700 gold per minute, which is like perfect if you can get to that threshold, and then we just kind of ran over the lobby. So good stuff, almost 15k, and then 20k damage, structure damage at 3k, which is good. Could have been better, but we just didn't get the opportunity to, and solid match. Again, quick match. You know, this is definitely going to be the shortest video of the thing, but this was just easily done, and like I said, we were going to end the game after resetting, going down right, getting right Phoenix, and then wiping them. They had no chance, so you know, a bit short. Apologize for that. When I do upload this video, I'll upload a second video on the same day to make up for it because I've been having a lot of fun in doing these videos. And I'm actually going to just go ahead right now and begin with our next character, whatever that may be. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. I hope you're enjoying the series, and I appreciate it. Peace, peace.